Okay, I've been thinking about this for a bit, and the more I think about it, the more I don't like where it goes. Because everyone keeps saying the same thing. We have to stop the prototype. But I don't think people are actually thinking about what happens after. Like, actually thinking it through. Let's just say we win. Prototype's dead. Sounds good on paper, but then what? Who's running anything? Because when you actually look at it, there's basically nobody left. Most of the major figures are already gone. No structure, no system, no one actually in control. It's just empty. The only character you could even point to is Poppy, and that doesn't really work because, yeah, she could try to lead again, but a lot of those toys don't trust her. So you're starting off divided immediately. So what happens next is pretty predictable. Things split, groups form, some stick together, some don't. No real direction, just people trying stuff. It's basically just chaos, but at a slower level. Oh yeah, also they are kids, like mentally, I guess that's what they are. They're not leaders, they're not organized, they don't know how to run something like this, so even if they tried to build anything, it's temporary. How the prototype was able to pull this off, I don't know, that's a theory for later, but everyone else is short, scared, and flat paranoid out of their mind. So eventually it falls apart, and when it does, you hit the real issue. Resources. How are they eating? Yeah, there's Poppy Gel, which we can assume can fill our need for food, but there's no way there's enough of it long term. Not forever. So eventually it turns into survival, and survival turns into something worse. They start killing each other. It would be very similar to what happened with Miss Teacher, who looks like my English teacher. If you didn't know, back in Chapter 3, we meet Miss Delight, who, after not being able to eat after the Hour of Joy, turned into the majority of every female antagonist in this game. She went insane and ate the hundreds of Miss Delights, and then went more insane and created Barb, who is her living sidekick weapon Spikeball, who isn't in fact alive at all. And the part that's worse, some toys don't even need to eat, I think. So they're just watching it happen, right? And avoiding toys that tries to eat them. Imagine that. You'd probably lose your mind and basically go insane. At that point, the factory basically wouldn't have a real system anymore. It's just utter chaos. Get it? It's a cap. Now, there is one other possibility, right? The Doctor. If he's still around, he could take control. And yeah, that sounds better at first, right? For the toys? Not really. Because his entire thing is research. Why would he change and lead a whole factory of toys to be happy? He'd continue experiments. And the reason I bring this up is because he actually can take over, assuming we are dead or have left. He has access to the systems, the facility, everything. I mean, we saw with when he had his hands on the Omni hand, he had a lot of power. If anyone could replace the prototype, it's him. And that's not a good thing. But if he doesn't take over, like I said, it's just chaos. So this is where my hot take comes in, right? I don't think we should kill the prototype. And yeah, part of that is because he's so freaking powerful. If you want a breakdown on that, watch the video showing up in the corner. But the bigger reason is he's the only thing keeping everything from completely falling apart. Without him, it just collapses. And I think the prototype knows that too. If we wanted to help the toys, perhaps this is the most that we could do. Leaving the factory means death for them. Killing the prototype means death for the toys. Again. The Doctor means death, time means death, because the factory will eventually grow old and decay and collapse. The prototype is the only one who will keep these toys as a living species. And heck, he probably could rebuild the place anyway. He probably has been doing it. I mean, it hasn't crumbled yet. So, that is the theory. I think it shows the bad side of what the player is doing. Is that what could really happen? Who knows? But yeah, you tell me what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in another video. Adios.